Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
Awesome! I came to play.
There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees and pray. Say goodbye to the good old days.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, ching, bling, bling. Cut the chatter. You ain't talking money, then your talking don't matter. Ching, ching, bling, bling. Patent pockets.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most must-see YouTube channel. Welcome to Heels and Faces. Heels and Faces. And your boys are back to dominate, back to eliminate, back to do it big. You know who it is. Falsetto.
Sub-Zero.
Oh, it's been too long.
Dude, I've missed
It's
you.
been too long. Oh, I'm back.
I've missed you guys too. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it feels so good to be back.
And we're here to do it big. Season 2 of Heels and Faces, ladies and gentlemen. We are here starting off with
Royal Rumble.
Rumble, baby.
First Grand Slam of the year. It was held in Phoenix, Arizona at the Chase Field. That was such a dope stadium, actually, I have to say.
Yeah, but you know, I don't know. If we were going to review, we might as well start with how the stadium looked.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a bit weird not seeing the whole stage.
Yeah, true.
But I mean, it kind of worked. It kind of worked.
Yeah.
There was that screw.
Sharp curve.
Like, oh, people are going to fall you. But luckily, no one did.
Speaking of falling though, talking about the pre-show, yes, we do watch the pre-show. We had that weird match, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable versus Scott Dawson and Akam, or was it Reza of the AOP?
I think it's Razor. Yeah.
Whack match, I have no idea where it came from, but the best part of the match was before the match. Bobby Roode is doing his entrance, next thing, killed. Cameraman fell.
Do your job, sir. It's not falling.
I was like, is this how we're starting the pay-per-view? Tis,
Started out on a bang, I'll tell you that.
But I thought the pre-show was quite good, actually.
Yeah. I mean, apart from the Raw Tag Titles match, we also had Nakamura versus Rusev, right?
And Nakamura won. What the hell?
I pledge allegiance to Nakamerica.
Okay, bonus citizenship.
Nakamerican.
It was quite a good match, though, I must say. I like the finish as well. It was different.
Yeah. And that also kind of played into what happens later.
True.
But you know, Nakamerica, I'm interested to see what they do, because now at least they're keeping both guys busy. There's a bit of a feud developing with the whole Lana situation always coming in as well. So I'm interested to see how the Rusev Nakamura thing goes.
I'm still mad though that it was in the pre-show because I felt like they deserved to be in the main show, but otherwise, they delivered. I'm happy with that. And then also in the pre-show, we had a match that really raised the bar. I have to say that fatal four-way cruiserweight championship match.
Boy.
Buddy Murphy, cruiserweight champion, defending against Akira Tozawa,
1,
against Hideo Itami,
2,
and against Kalisto.
3. This man had a 33.3 chance of winning plus a 0.555.
Okay, Scott Stein. Alright. What a dope match though, I must say, all four guys. It was a weird combination for me, and I haven't been watching 205 Live in a while.
Yeah.
So I was like, I have no idea what business these people have, but I was like, it's gonna be a decent match, but it wasn't just decent.
It was, wow, I don't know, spectacular. Telling you, I've never seen a match that high-paced with so many innovative moves.
Yeah,
man.
they were
Like,
doing some weird stuff, jumping
people
through
were
walls.
landing on their heads.
Every time we got kicked like 3 times. 1, 2, 3, like by 3 different people.
Exactly.
It was crazy.
Like, the cruiserweights honestly deserve a lot more than they've been given.
That's true.
And I mean, for what these guys can do. What?
Now they delivered. But I was happy, of course, Buddy Murphy, he returned. Since Super Showdown, remember he delivered match of the night in his home country. And since then, I think he's really been consistent, and I'm very happy for him. But
He's gonna hold it till Mania.
Yeah, I really
He's
hope
gonna
so.
hold that title to Mania.
Question will be now, who's going to be the challenger? Next big challenger. Who? I sound wrong. Now we're going to get into the first match of the main show, and we started off with Becky Lynch versus Asuka. What did you think of that match? I have no idea. Khalil.
All I know is that Asuka is a beast.
That's true.
Asuka is a beast. I see her taking back the Empress of Tomorrow status, man. Like, she put on a good performance, as well as Becky as well, man. She was hanging.
Yeah.
She was hanging with her. All in all, that for me is a great match. Gets a heart.
It's a heart for me as well. I really enjoyed that match, and of course, Becky Lynch lost. I was very surprised that she tapped out.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. I don't know. I thought, okay, what is WWE doing?
Yeah.
They should be protecting their,
Becky,
you know,
yeah.
Becky. But
We'll see later what happens.
all in all, the two women put on a clinic. It was a really great way to start off the main show. The next match we have for you is the SmackDown Tag Titles.
I must say, this match at the beginning, when I saw it on paper, I was like, no man, why are we doing this? I mean, we're leaving Sanity on the bench, we're leaving the club on the bench. Oh, we have the bar! It took me a second to get that. But I must say, Ushane, no Miz, they did very well. Beating the bar, can you believe it?
I was shocked, man.
They deserved it though.
Yeah. I think what had me was the last, like the end point of the match.
Yeah.
I never expected Shane McMahon to do, a shooting star.
Shooting
press.
star press, that was quite dope.
Exactly, man. At his whole age, at his big age.
Bruh. God, sure. But I like the gear as well, the matching gear. Miz O'Mac.
Miz O'Mac.
Miz is really into this whole thing with Shane McMahon. And my only question is, where's it going to go leading into WrestleMania?
I already know. Miz is the greatest heel of all time.
He's going to turn.
He's gonna turn on him.
Hey,
Bruh, no,
that's
like-
gonna suck. That's gonna
Like he's just priming him for like a WrestleMania match. Mark my words. What's gonna happen is that maybe at Elimination Chamber or something, they're
Yeah.
gonna drop the titles because Shane's gonna get pinned and then the feud is gonna start.
That's actually a good idea. Who knows? Maybe that's gonna happen. I don't know if Shane versus Miz is WrestleMania worthy, but of course Shane needs his WrestleMania payday. Some way, somehow.
Some way, somehow.
The fact that Shane McMahon is number one, the best in the world, and is
True.
a current tag team champion
True.
at his big age.
True.
But otherwise, a really good match, I would say.
Yeah. All in all, I thought Shane would probably botch the match a bit, but I mean he held his own.
He did well. He did.
All in all, it gets a heart.
Yeah, I'd give it a hot as well. So Royal Rumble really started off on a great note. Next up on the card, we had Ronda Rousey defending a Raw Women's Championship against the boss, Sasha Banks. And I must say, I was very happy to see Sasha back in a title picture, back in a Big Four pay-per-view, and against someone of the caliber of Ronda Rousey. What did you think of the match?
I guess it was alright.
Hi, boo.
Yeah.
Fan. Did you have blinkers on when you were watching the match? We also were watching together. Come
We
on.
were. I think I just I snoozed. during
What?
it. Truth be told, the thing is with me is that I love the boss. I love Ronda Rousey, but I don't know. The feud was also just like what is going on here exactly? Because Ronda was just like, I'm begging you to respect me, type of thing, you know.
Okay.
So it
Fair
was
enough,
just like,
fair enough.
what is going on here? And also,
Yeah.
man, if Sasha Banks had won the title, she would have lost in the next pay-per-view.
True.
She has zero success.
Okay. So you weren't invested.
I wasn't invested in
Okay,
it.
yeah.
That, I think that's
I
literally
hear you,
all
I
there
hear
is
you.
to it. But both of them, incredible competitors.
Yeah, that's true.
With that said, lukewarm.
Ow. No, for me, I'll give this match a heart. I knew from the get-go that this match would be lit, but they actually delivered, and I think Sasha really punished Ronda the whole way through. It was a really, really dope match. So obviously I knew Ronda's gonna win, but still, it was good. And the finish was, well, not the finish, after the match, it was very interesting because Sasha was walking away, she came back, points the 4. I don't know, is that some sort of foreshadowing? Are we going to see the 4 horsewomen of WWE versus the 4 horsewomen of NXT/MMA? I don't know. We'll have to see.
Wait,
in the
are
future.
all 4 on WWE?
Yeah, because Shayna Baszler, she's got the other 2 horsewomen as her goons, and Becky Ronda. So I don't know how they incorporate that, but who knows? Maybe in the future we'll see how it goes.
Something's gonna happen.
Hey, but yeah, I give this match a heart for me.
Yeah. Anyway, what's next? We had the Women's Royal Rumble, baby! And I can tell you this already, man. I don't want to give awards out just yet, but if I may.
I think we may.
This is the match of the night.
Definitely.
Darren.
Yeah, bruh.
Match of the night. Bruh, I have not seen a rumble this thrilling in a while, to be honest with you. It had everything. It had the woman who was supposedly eliminated all of a sudden coming back, and it was just like, what? Y'all can do Cove too?
Yeah. I mean, shout outs to Naomi. Shout outs to Katie from the Mayan Classic. That move she did where she just lifted herself and then climbed onto the pole.
Dude, she first did the whole Kofi handstand, and then she just wrapped herself around the pole.
Bruh.
And then the core strength, bruh.
That was too sick.
That girl does that yoga.
Shout outs to Emma Moon as well. She was like stuck backwards as well, but she had hooked her legs onto the ropes and then lifted herself back up. I was like, oh my gosh, this rumble really had it all. We had so many NXT people featured as well. We didn't use any legends, and I like that actually because last year it was very legends filled, which was fine because it was the first rumble and a nostalgia moment. But I was scared that they were gonna do it again, but they didn't. They just looked forward to the future. We had the Iconics doing their random thing with Billy Kay and Afununge in the ring. Next thing she's just like, oh, I'm gonna wait for my partner. There was so many good moments. Oh my gosh, I was very happy. And of course, we had number 28, Becky Lynch coming in.
28 was Lana. I'm just saying.
Okay,
but you know, which linked into what they did in the pre-show. So Lana actually got injured in the Rusev versus Nakamura match, and you know they played this through. So she came through limping and everything, and then Becky's like, "I'm taking her place," and oh boy. What the
shout outs to Finley because she had to ask permission from Finley. He was like, okay, again.
Go through my child.
Luck of the Irish. Shout outs to Finley and the Shillelagh. Remember Shillelagh?
The Shillelagh.
And speaking of Finley, remember Undo Hot Song was chilling there with Zelina Vega and hiding under the ring. That was so entertaining.
This is why I'm saying best Rumble I've seen in a while. It had everything, humor, athleticism, and obviously we got what we wanted. Becky Lynch, Royal Rumble winner.
I was really impressed with Charlotte as well, I must say, because Charlotte was a key part in this as well, because she was that person we were like, okay, she has a big chance of winning. She came in number 13, lasted a long time, she was dominating, and then Becky had the injury courtesy of Nia Jax being knocked off, hurting her knee, and I was like, oh no, okay, this is how it's going to go down, but shame eventually Becky came through. So yeah, match of the night, definitely I agree.
I feel like we're already dishing out awards.
Yeah, we might as well.
Women's Royal Rumble 2019, match of the night.
Thumbs up.
Excellent.
As you can imagine, after that hot Royal Rumble match, we went on to the WWE Championship match and people were exhausted. We were exhausted. You could just see and hear the fans. They were also exhausted, but I was very happy at least. But I think both guys, AJ and Daniel, they did the best they could under the circumstances. They didn't get booed like Seth and Dean did at TLC. So, because that's what was my worry. When I saw, okay, it's in this spot, it could go either way.
One of two ways. For an AJ versus Daniel Bryan match, I suppose it delivered. These two guys they're tacticians. And they just know their way around the ring.
We had a very surprising finish. Of all people, Eric Rowan, or Rowan as he's known now, appeared coming out in his lumberjack clothing, chilling outside in the ring. Then he did like a nasty choke slam onto AJ Styles. I must say, I was happy with this because it was something different. Because I was worried about AJ has lost twice already to Daniel, so how is he gonna lose again without losing credibility? So this still protected him.
Sure, but I mean, I also think it was confusing in a sense, in that, okay, so we knew that he's part of the Bludgeon Brothers. So now where's
Harper? Yeah, true. We just sort of just forgot about that.
Yeah, is Harper gonna be part of this faction? Because we know. Dating back to the days of the Wyatt family.
With Daniel as well. Daniel was once in the Wyatt family.
Daniel was once there. So maybe that beard gang. You know? Beard gang.
I feel like gang.
I don't. But in any case, I feel like, so what are they trying to build here? Are they building a new, Wyatt family, Captain Planet, an association?
When I saw that, I was like, this could lead to a Bray Wyatt return. Bray Wyatt comes to try and retrieve his family from Daniel. But Bray versus Daniel at WrestleMania WWE Championship, I'd be down with that.
I mean, I would be down with that. Had Bray Wyatt not been thrown into the wolves. The lake of reincarnation!
So what's the problem?
I want to know how Bray is going to become Bray again. Because Bray with Matt Hardy was a whole different
Bray, fair enough. But I mean, if Rowan can go from Bludgeon Brothers to just being Planet Rowan,
Then Planet Road.
But we'll see what happens. But
WWE, y'all gotta make sense of all of this.
Yeah,
please.
I appreciated the twist though. I thought it was good just to keep things interesting between AJ and Daniel. So I'd give this a lukewarm. Just a lukewarm.
I don't know, for where it was placed and what we got. I mean, I have questions, you know, so it sparked my interest. I give it a heart.
Really? Wow. Okay. Jeez, interesting. Shout outs to them then for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, okay. My name is Sab Zero, and I am the presenter for the reigning, defending, undisputed YouTube channel of the world, Heels and Faces.
Heels and Faces.
That was okay.
Of course, I'm sure you can smell it in the air right now. We're getting close to Paul Heyman territory.
Wait for it. Main event.
Well, it wasn't the main event.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It's a main event.
A main event, true.
Anyway, we had the Universal Championship matchup, and of course, you can already tell how we feel about this. Universal title on the line, Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor. But here's how we knew how this match was already gonna go, because Finn came out as the ordinary man.
That he does ordinary things.
Apparently, ordinary.
Bruh, I was disappointed, Chef. I was very disappointed. Because I really wanted Demon versus Beast.
Right?
It writes itself. Oh my gosh. Imagine the excitement. That crowd would have lit
It would have popped. We're like, okay, now we know we have a match on our hands. As opposed to getting just Finn.
But that being said, Finn did try. I mean, he pushed Brock Lesnar into the
Like
table,
an
the corner
table,
of the,
the
corner of the
corner.
table, like a number of times. Brock was selling really, really well.
Sure.
But of course, Brock retained the title. But what was interesting was afterwards, Brock continued to beat up Finn Balor. I was like, yo, okay, this is interesting.
You know. So I'm hoping that is a setup for future events.
Hopefully, yeah. It got me thinking, okay, maybe this is happening, and then Demon will enter the Rumble at number 30.
I thought so too.
Hey.
But you know, it didn't happen that way.
Yeah.
Maybe, just maybe, the Demon could appear at a later
Stage.
You know, I don't know if Brock is gonna make an appearance anytime soon.
Until they know he's gonna go back to his cave.
You know, I mean,
But yeah, this match for me, I think it gets a lukewarm. It's because everyone was talking about how Brock does really well against small guys, and that's true. Against Daniel, he lit it up. Against AJ, lit it up.
right?
Against Finn, I don't think it
It
quite lived
didn't
up to
exactly. It didn't really reach that level.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I think the mere fact that it was balanced throughout the match wasn't. It didn't give us that moment, that rush, like right at the end. You know, as we got with AJ and Daniel. You know, so there wasn't at any point in the match that looked like, okay, Finn is going to
win,
going to win, or fluke it, you know. So it was just like, okay, we're just waiting for that F5.
But for what it's worth, I want to thank Vincent WWE, because at least I'd rather have Finn versus Brock, which is something different we've never seen before, than Brock versus Braun once again, because Brock has challenged Braun twice now. So yeah, I mean, No Mercy 2017, I think, and then Crown Jewel last year. So we're getting to the Royal Rumble,
baby.
Men's Royal Rumble main eventing. I was happy with this.
True.
But I must say, the Women's Rumble, it outshone the men.
Completely so. I fully agree. I mean, the women's had a lot more different, like a lot more different aspects to it.
Yeah.
I think the fact that it's still like fresh as well for the women are
Still,
new, you know, they're still like excited about it and stuff, whereas the guys are just there to do their job.
I must say the start was good. Elias and Jeff Jarrett doing their little skit thing, I quite enjoyed that. That was awesome. Seth Rollins coming in at number 10 was dope.
Yeah.
Any other highlights? Oh, there were lots of NXT
guys.
appearances. Almost too much, maybe. I don't know. Actually, I want to get into this because
I don't know if it was too much. I don't think it was too much. Because think about it. I mean, as opposed to having a whole host of legends.
I didn't watch.
Like, I mean, we had two legends that were like fairly early in. That's Kurt Angle as well as
Kurt Shamrock.
Double J, you know.
J-A double F J-A double R E double T. Hey!
Jeff, baby.
I really like Jeff. He's dope. He's dope.
Hall of Fame.
For me, I think the likes of Alistair Black, for example, I really felt that he is someone who needs to be protected. He needs like an epic debut. Like it needs to be built for months. Okay, if it's a surprise, it must be like a surprise where he appears out of nowhere, black mask onto someone.
But I mean, I feel like I didn't expect him to come to the Rumble.
True. Yeah, I also didn't.
You know?
Yeah,
but I like the fact that they're already kind of showing that these guys are like. Yeah, you know, he eliminated Dean Ambrose, you know, with just a black mask.
Yeah.
So I think what they're trying to show is that these guys they're already they're almost ready to come to the main stage.
Yeah.
And I mean,
and maybe by the time they actually do debut, then hopefully from a casual fan perspective, we'll be like, oh yeah, I saw that guy in the Rumble. Okay, let me take an interest in this guy. Yeah. But I must say, I popped big time for Johnny Gargano. When he appeared, I lost my mind. I didn't expect it, especially so early. So Johnny Gargano appearing was good. Pete Dunne appearing was good. Alistair, I love Alistair, so I wouldn't have liked to see him in the Rumble, but it was fine. I would have put the likes of Velveteen Dream and Ricochet. I think those two guys would have been great for the Rumble. They should have really lifted the excitement, and then they should last long. And then not win, obviously, but yeah, but it was a good Rumble. And then one really interesting part was number 30. Number 30. Oh, Truth, what's up?
Was it really up? No,
it was down.
It was down. Nia Jax made sure of that too, man.
Nia Jax of all people, I didn't see that coming.
No, I didn't either. She put the truth down, and she entered at number 30.
No lies detected there.
So what she did there.
I must say, I was very shocked by this. And then eventually we got to a moment where Nia Jax eliminated Mustafa Ali of all people. I was like, yo, Mustafa Ali, damn.
I mean, he's a future prospect.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Nia being, I know, I mean, we talked about this and we were debating about it as well. But Nia being in the Rumble itself shows that, okay, she's already a badass in the women's division. I mean, she is in conversation with only 3 other female superstars who actually entered the Rumble before. And those
China, Beth Phoenix, Karma,
you see,
all big powerhouses.
Big powerhouses.
Valid point. Yeah. But I'd love to also hear. Tell us about it in the comments. What do you think of intergender wrestling? Because I don't know, I felt a bit uneasy, especially in the times we're living in 2019.
Sure.
619, RKO, Highball.
But I mean, you know, I guess there are 2 schools of thought.
Yeah.
I mean, whether, you know, women can actually handle being up there with the men, but also like, yo, what are we doing with this life? I mean, do tell us what you think, because we were going back and forth about it.
But nonetheless, the Rumble was good. Seth Rollins, he ended up picking up the victory, even though he got knocked out during the match. Got a chokeslam of sorts through the table by the almighty Bobby Lashley, but Seth made it back. I must say it was a unique finish because curb stomp onto Braun Strowman on the apron. That was quite dope. Yeah. So all in all, Seth Rollins, he's going to main event WrestleMania, and he does deserve it. I mean, he had a very hot 2018. Sure. The Rumble, even though I was disappointed, Drew McIntyre, he was my pick. He didn't win. And he got eliminated by Dolph Ziggler, who he had eliminated Dolph like at the beginning of the year when he faced off in the cage match. And then Dolph went out of nowhere. I was like, come on. Yeah. I really would have loved to see Drew versus Brock, WrestleMania. It would have been epic. But nonetheless,
I mean, I feel like that's the thing that's going to come.
I think it's about that time now. Let's get into our awards. First awards of 2019 coming courtesy of Heels and Faces. So let's go. First of all, the heel of the night. Who's the one person that really irritated you?
Nia Jax.
Yeah, I think
Nia Jax.
As much as I want to say Dolph, because she just got me around. But Nia made a huge impact throughout the night.
Right? I mean, she first started in the Women's Royal Rumble. Like, Nia got eliminated by Becky, and
by Charlotte.
By Charlotte.
Yeah. Oh no, Becky actually. Because Charlotte put her over the ropes, and then Becky.
And then she was the same person who injured Becky Lynch.
True. Face breaker.
Face breaker. Apparently knee breaker too.
Hey. And that really made for tense moments. And then to go from that and then you go and take out R-Truth. Oh, R-Truth, excuse me. But yeah, Nia, I'd say heel of the night.
Heel of the night. No doubts about it. Face of the night.
Face of the night. Becky. Biggest pop of the night. Huge win. came out of adversity after tapping. Because after she tapped, that's when I was like,
What's going on?
what's going on? But she came through, she persevered, and we're actually getting her where she belongs. So WWE actually listening to us.
Exactly.
Can you believe it? What? I love
Man,
it.
the man section growing every day.
Yeah. And then
Match of the night.
we've already said match of the night, women's rumble.
Mm-hmm.
And then OMG moment of the night.
Ooh, at your big age.
Ha, Shane O'Mac.
At your big age, here comes the money.
money.
Man.
Yeah, I'd say as well. I wasn't expecting that. And he was, I saw him getting on the top rope, and then he did the
Like,
crucifix. And I was like, that for your elbow. But then I was like, oh,
Shooting star praise. Wowzers. Shane.
what in star press?
Shooting star.
Oh,
Shooting.
oh.
Shooting star praise. Thank you, Shane O'Mac.
Hey, dude. But I must say, I think 2019 Royal Rumble, it delivered in
did.
all respects. I thought it was a very good show, all in all. So I'm excited, man. Yeah. And I'm excited that we're back, baby. Woo! So
Boys
don't
back.
forget to subscribe, like, and share our videos. Okay?
Yeah!
Yeah!